You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody, how you doing? This is Captain Jack here. I have my folks over there on Instagram that are watching me. I'm looking at them right now. I am looking at you. We are doing the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show. We do this every Thursday night. We are here on Facebook. We are here on Twitch. We are here on YouTube. We are here on Twitter. We are here on a bunch of other things. We're also here on Zodiac TV. Thank you for watching the Northeast Streaming Sports channel on Zodiac TV. Head on over to Zodiac TV for some really, really good programming there. And again, I'm on my channels along with the Northeast Streaming Sports channel. That is the Facebook page along with the YouTube page for Northeast Streaming Sports. However, I got to say this. If you want to communicate with me easiest, please head over to YouTube because those YouTube comments come in rather quick, and I can see them all. See, I can see all the ones that are coming in. Raider Neil Backman is over there on YouTube. Outlaw, because I'll see Outlaw Raiders over there on YouTube, and Robert Hawk. And you see that little sign with the S next to the name. That means Robert Hawk is a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. Be sure to head on over to Captain Jack's Galleon. How you can do that? Well, go to YouTube. Now, in YouTube, you can become a member of the channel, and you can also do this. See what happened here? Raider Neil Backman just sent me $5, and that is how you get entries into the Captain Jack Treasure Chest of Prizes. You can do that via the Super Chat or Super Stickers over on YouTube. Death Booster, good to see you over on Instagram. Head on over to YouTube, Death Booster. You can send it via the Super Chat or Super Sticker. Every time you send a $5 entry, you get one entry. Or sorry, a $5 donation gets you one entry. I knew I'd get it right. Into the Captain Jack Treasure Chest of Prizes. Make sure you are over there, okay? Can't wait to see you over there. In fact, let me make sure I got my YouTube up here. Hopefully I don't have it on the volume. I am on, so that's a good thing. Popping over to YouTube on my channel as well. If you like what you see, give it a like. I appreciate that. Finn Warrior. Good to see you. What's up, my brother? Finn Warrior's over there on Instagram. Finn Warrior, head over. I'm trying to wave at you, and it's not letting me say. I pushed wave several times, Finn Warrior. Head on over to YouTube, Finn Warrior. That's how I get most of my comments. Okay, Ed Winchell is here as well. Thank you there, Ed Winchell. He's tuning over there. And Oso Raider says hello to us. It's always good to see Oso Raider. I'll show that up. Captain Jack and La Nacion Raiders, TNBC. And that is Oso's club. Can't wait to spend the day, actually a couple of days out for the Raider Nation invasion. I'm telling you, and I told Oso this as well, it's going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to be Thanksgiving. I got my money set on it. Thanksgiving. If you're over here on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you're at the right place. Because again, and I will show this one again, Robert Hawk has that little squiggly Superman sign there. That means he's super to me. He is a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. You could be a member by using Android or a Windows computer. Android or Windows computer, just push where it says join. You can be a member of the Galleon. Memberships are $5 for crewmates and $10 for Chiefs Mess members. And I will say this, Chiefs Mess members get one time a Captain Jack patch. One time a Captain Jack patch. That is for being a Chiefs Mess member. $10 a month. There are other benefits, and I will tell you what those benefits are in an email that I will send to each member. Now, remember, after 1 year of membership, you get a certificate. Really nice certificate, by the way. I want you all to see that. If you remember the Chiefs Mess, you also get your certificate and a pin. That's an additional bonus. There are other perks. Membership has its perks. Head on over to YouTube, hit up, and become a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. Ed Winchell saying hi to Rob. Robert Hawk saying hi to everybody. Jimmy Farrell is there. How you doing, Jimmy Farrell? Spring football. Now, is that college spring football? Jimmy Farrell will probably talk about that. You'll notice that there's really no glare in my channel here. I mean, you can see the glare from my computer on the Bo Jackson. But I don't have the TV on. You know why? It's a Thursday night, and most of the people, I looked on sports. There's basketball. I'm not a big basketball watcher. I don't watch basketball until the playoffs. And I want to tell, the pros. Okay, Jimmy Farrell is doing a colonoscopy. Jimmy, I've had 3. But blessings to you. They're not even, I can't even do the joke. They're not even a pain in the ass. They're not even a pain in the ass. Billy Flores is in the house. Thank you, Billy Flores. If you can, Billy, head on over to YouTube. Always good to see you there. Robert Hawk is sending you some prayers. Again, Jimmy Farrell, and I'm sure you've had one before. They're inconvenient, but it is a necessity. It is a necessity, especially, Jimmy, and I know that you're getting over some things. We want to make sure that you are squared away and you are having a good long life. New York Diamond 66 is over here on Instagram. And I'm still trying to wave to Finn Warrior. It won't let me wave to you, Finn. If you are here on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube. I've waved to a couple different people. I have this young lady, Ma SS8714. I waved to her. Mr. Collier said he's coming over to YouTube. New York Greedy, I waved to you. Hopefully you're heading on over to YouTube. It's a Thursday. We're going to be talking sports. Now, here's why, and I'm sure you're wondering, why are you wearing an Orioles jersey? First off, it's a Brooks Robinson jersey. But the main reason why I'm wearing an Orioles jersey is just like when Brooks was playing third base for the Orioles, and I would say prior to Mike Schmidt coming along, Brooks Robinson was the best third baseman in baseball ever. And Brooks is still, I want to say, I don't know of any other great third baseman other than Mike Schmidt and Brooks Robinson. And Brooks was my favorite growing up before Mike Schmidt took place. And Mike, obviously, is my most favorite player. But Brooks played for the Orioles when they were good. Samoan Raider. Hey, I enjoy your stuff, Samoan Raider. I see your stuff over on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube and watch me and come in and talk to me on the show, Samoan Raider. Samoan Raider's got some really good videos. Enjoy. Great production, by the way. Great production. Maybe you can give me some helpful hints. I'm not. You must be a producer. You must be a producer. You've got some really good things. I'm waving to Samoan Raider. Thank you for being here. Samoan, come on over to YouTube. Come on over and see me. The greatest Oriole was Cal Ripken Jr. Well, you know what? I would not to me. I mean, Cal Ripken has the record for obviously most consecutive games played. The Iron Man took that away from Lou Gehrig, so he's a fantastic Oriole. But to me, the best Oriole ever to me is still Brooks Robinson. That's just me. But the reason why I'm wearing an Orioles jersey, because again, Brooks played for the Orioles in the 60s when they were awesome. And if you guys have it, I'm going to do my Jim Paxton, or sorry, not Jim Paxton. Why? That's the Chicago Bulls guy. I'm going to do my Bill Paxton impersonation or impression. In case you haven't been keeping up with current events, man. I'm going to leave it at that. There was a no-hitter in baseball yesterday by a pitcher on the Orioles. His last name is Means. He threw a no-hitter. It was the first time the Orioles have had a no-hitter since Jim Palmer was on the team. Hence, the old-time Orioles jersey, hence the reason why I'm wearing it. Again, if you are on Instagram, head on over to YouTube, Captain Jack Rackham over on YouTube. Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah, I kind of got bits and pieces from the draft special that Samoan had, Raider Neil. I wasn't able to see all of it because, again, I was working on a bunch of different things as well. But I have caught a bit of Samoan stuff, really good stuff. Where is Jim and John Paxson from? Let me take a guess and say the Ohio State University, Don. I'm gonna guess. I'm going to guess. Mike, yes, you can call in just a little bit. Where is Mike Schmidt from? He's from Ohio. I know that as well. So, again, we're going to have a good show tonight. We're talking sports, whatever you want to talk about. I said this in the promo as well. Excuse me. Wait till I'm going to do a cough here. Folks on Instagram actually heard me cough because there's no mute button that I can see. But, we've already had 3 no-hitters in baseball this year. And it's, less than a month? Maybe a little over a month? And the pitchers are dominating this year. Actually, it would have been more no-hitters had they allowed Madison Bumgarner's no-hitter, the 7-inning no-hitter. And actually, my good friend Jeffrey Paul did his "You Know What Pisses Me Off" episode about that on the last Thursday show. I wasn't able to get with Jeff this week because I've been busy, and when this is my work week. So when I'm at my work week, the schedule gets a little bit messed up. Now next week I will be teleworking. Nope, they're from Dayton, Ohio. Paxton Brothers and Mike Schmidt are from Dayton. Well, I knew they were from Ohio. Raider Squid, and I was going to get to that. That was the other reason why I wore a baseball shirt, and I said that in the promo. If you see we're talking about the show, Hall of Famer to be Albert. Don't call him fat. Pujols released from the Angels today. Now, this is what I want to know. Does anybody pick up Albert Pujols? Mystique. Thank you for joining us, honey. I got Mystica is calling in, or actually checking in from overseas. I believe Saudi Arabia. How you doing, honey? Good to see you. We are universal. We have viewers in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for joining us. Mystica, do you have a YouTube? Come on over and watch me on YouTube. And that's the other thing. Willie Mays, 90 years old today. Happy birthday to Willie Mays. Willie Mays, probably when I was growing up, in baseball, early 70s, it was Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. And obviously Hank is the home run king. Raider Chuck, thank you for being here. Come on over to YouTube, Mystica. Yeah, come on over. And Raider Chuck, 310, thank you for being here. Raider Chuck, I'm trying to wave at you, and it's not allowing me to wave. Some people I can wave at, and some I can't. 90 years old to Willie Mays. And Bob Seeger is 76 per Jimmy Farrell. Come on over to YouTube. Be a part of the show. But again, I'm wearing the Orioles jersey. First off, I don't think I've worn it on this show yet. And we'll talk about different things. Now, if you want to come into the show, Eslerma 460. There you go. Come on into the show. New York Diamond 66 is double teaming. Raider Chuck, what's up to you as well? Come on over to YouTube. I'm trying to wave at Eslerma as well. It won't allow me to wave. I'm pushing it, but ain't nothing happening. That's what she said, right? I want to talk some baseball. Like I said, the baseball season is X amount over. I want to go over the standings, and this is what I won't see all the comments here. Who is the best team record-wise in baseball? It's not the Dodgers. No. Statistically, and I want to make sure that there's nobody that can beat them. No, okay, they are beat. The best team tied for the best team record-wise are the Red Sox and those Oakland Athletics, who started horrendously, and now have the best record in baseball at 19-13 with the Red Sox, who started well out the gate. Thank you there, Mr. Learn. I'm sorry I couldn't go there. Again, if you're on Instagram, head over to YouTube, Captain Jack Rackham. Come on into the show, because you're just going to watch me do the show, but you can be in the show. I said this earlier, the best home record belonged to my Phillies. And they are in first place right now, 17-15. They are also tied with the Dodgers with that record. The thing is, though, is that the Giants have the second best record or no, the second best record in baseball, the best record in the National League, 18-13, followed by the Padres at 18-14. The Cardinals are also 18-14, and who's in third place but the Dodgers? Granted, it's early yet. It's early yet, and I know Oso is going to be on this for the Doyer, Gigantes, and all that other goes like that. Let me get to some of these comments. Chief Levy is spelled. Thank you. I hope to keep it like this. I hope to keep it like this. Brewers are better than expected. That's true. Did you see the Rangers and Cats fight? Oh, my God. I saw highlights of it. And why Wilson didn't get a suspension, I have no clue. Mike Gibbons, I'll answer that. When I was a kid living in Philadelphia, I knew, there you go, Stephanie, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming over. Appreciate it. We appreciate you. Is it hard to start your own show, New York Reading? No. Just got to have the wherewithal, the cojones. You got to get out there. Come on over. Okay, and Mystique is coming in. Again, she is in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for calling in, Mystique. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Stephanie, thank you for coming in as well. Remember, if it's a Thursday night, I'm here on YouTube. If it's a Sunday night, I'm on YouTube. Now, granted, this Sunday, and I will tell people when I'm not there, this Sunday, because of Mother's Day, I am not going to be on because of Mother's Day. I'm going to move that show to Monday, and I'm telling you what, Lincoln Kennedy is going to be on my show Monday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Make sure you are there. Yeah, tutulog na, mahal. Ingat ka talaga. Tutulog. I'm speaking Tagalog to Mystica. Jason Dean Hunter is in the house, a member of Captain Jack Scallion. Remember, you can be a member. All you got to do is push where it says join. Go on over to YouTube. Wilson gets away with a lot, and it's not right. I agree. Why he has not been, suspended, I'm not sure. Thank you. Stephanie's going to be here. Thank you, Stephanie. Be here Monday. You and Aunt may have a show on Monday. Okay. Big Blue Ant, I'll do a show with Big Blue. That's it. And New York Greedy is here. Thank you there, Austin. Appreciate it. I got it right? Talaga totoo. Meron ng Tagalog ng Mystique. And you know I speak Spanish. Now I'm speaking Tagalog for Mystique. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you came over there, Austin. And again, thank you for being here. And so we have the comments. Remember, if you want to be in the show, you can be in the show 2 different ways. Now, this is something, by the way, Stephanie, because you are a lady, I'm letting you know now that I do shows every other Tuesday. I call it the Captain and Wenches Show. Captain and Wenches Show. I don't want all the ladies to be on. I want it to be their show. But in order to do that, I just need you to be here, okay? And hopefully you will. Please come on over and be a part of the show. Now here's where I say come in. You can come in the show tonight, camera or not. Best way to chat. Go to that StreamYard link. I'm going to put that link up. You can call in right now as well as 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. And remember, you don't need to be a member of the Galleon to get your Captain Jack patch. I think it's a pretty cool patch. Right there, Captain Jack patch. You can get yours for $13 by following the instructions on the crawl. $13 for your Captain Jack patch, or you can spend $10 and become a member of the gang. Remember, membership has its perks. Let me get to the comments again. Dwayne T is in here. Thank you for being there, Dwayne T. There you go. Captain, can you please finish your Phillies? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mike, for reminding me. When I was a kid in Philadelphia, as you know, the Phillies are my team. But what was the closest American League team? It was Baltimore. And I'm living in Philadelphia, and during the early 70s, the Orioles had the best rotation in baseball. In fact, the Orioles, I believe, are the only team in baseball. I think, now, and catch me on this and see if I'm wrong. I believe I'm right, though. They had 4 20-game winners on their team at the same time. 4 20-game winners at the same time. Jim Palmer, Dave McNally, Mike Cuellar, and Pat Dobson. Pat Dobson, I know Don knows as a Red. But 4 20-game winners at the same time. They were the best staff in baseball, and I enjoyed that. And they were close. So the Orioles were my American League team when I was young. I've always liked the Orioles. Come on over. So I finished the story. And Raider Neal, thank you for being there. I can't wait to have Lincoln on. And Dwayne T, who is also a member of the gang. You see that little S mark? If you have an Android, it's easy. Just push join. If you have a computer that is a Windows computer, just go to YouTube and push join. And I know Jason Dean will be in there. Now, again, I'm not sure how long Lincoln's going to be on, but he'll be here until he wants to be here. Every pound you lose, I'm gaining a half pound. This train must stop. I hope, because now I'm back at work, I'm hoping that I don't, get off the train and start gaining weight. Austin, do I have yes, I have a Twitch account. It's a Twitch account, yeah. Austin Torek, my Twitch. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on a second. I gotta push a couple of these different buttons. Yada 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 yada. Let's copy this here. Go to StreamYard. And I know Jason Dean is a true fan. By the way, I pushed my Twitch account to everybody. Lincoln will be a good coach. And my question is, has he pursued it? Now, Don, possibly, but would you rather be a coach doing all those long hours, where you can be Lincoln Kennedy and do long hours and be able to go back and forth between your house and Vegas? I'd rather do color commentary. I'd rather do that. That is my Twitch account you asked. Are you live on Twitch is what I meant. Yeah, I'm live on Twitch as well. Follow me on Twitch. Again, if you were wondering how to get into the show, come into the show tonight. There it is. And I already got the link there. You can call in. I do have my phone is up. There is the StreamYard link. It's right there for everybody. Come in on StreamYard. Thanks again. Thank you for anybody that's over there on Instagram. Thank you for being here, but please head on over to YouTube. Oh. Okay, well, it didn't come out via Periscope. Whoops. Oh, well. Big deal. No worries. Hey, Jared is in. Thank you there for calling in or coming in, Jared. I know I'm going to get my Pittsburgh report. The Pittsburgh report will be called in by Jared. By the way, Jared, did you ever want to come on camera? Did you ever want to come on camera? I know you call in religiously. You can come on camera too. Last time the Reds played the Yanks in the World Series, it was a sweep, but it was several years ago. Nasty Boys won in a sweep versus the A's in '90. I remember that one because I was in San Diego that year, and that was Chris Sabo was their third baseman, and his daughter, Chris Sabo's daughter, Annie Sabo, was here in the Tampa area as a sportscaster. Now she left here, went up to I think Cincinnati. Oh, don't worry about having a webcam. That's fine, Jared. What you can do is you can hit the link. Hit the link because the sound quality is better when you come into studio. That's all I asked. 76. That's fine. Rob, I remember that team. So again, if you want to be in the show, hit the link. You can be in the show. You don't have to be on camera. It says so right there, camera or not, best way to chat because I can hear you better. Hit the StreamYard link where it says camera. You won't have a camera. You can do it. Norm Char, that's a damn good trivia question, Don Webb. Mr. Grumpy. Mr. Grumpy's Vending is over there on Instagram. Thank you there, Mr. Grumpy. Love all your stuff. Come on over to YouTube, Mr. Grumpy, because it's the best way to be in the show. You're watching me do the show. The show is over here. It has all the bells and whistles. Anna Diaz, permission to come aboard, granted. And again, you see that Anna is also a member of the Chiefs Mess. A member of the Chiefs Mess. Anna, I will be sending your patch out next week. I'm busy this weekend. I apologize. I will be sending out your patch along with Jason Dean's patch. I'm sorry. Your patch and a couple other people's. Those come with being a member of the Chiefs Mess. Jason's going to come on camera when he comes home. Yeah, this is I love Brooks Robinson. If they didn't have Mike Schmidt, Brooks Robinson would be my favorite baseball player. No problem. What's up, brother? Mr. Grumpy. And I definitely need to get some more jerseys from you, brother. Great quality stuff. No worry. Thank you there, Anna. And again, when you see that little like Superman sign, it means that they are a member of the galleon. Sabo, Larkin, Hall of Fame, Paul O'Neill, Eric Davis. Yeah, they had a great team. Remember, if you want to be in the show, there it is. The StreamYard link is in the comments section on YouTube. It's in the comments section. It's being shown right now. The phone number is also shown, 813-699-0834. You see the link. It's there. Hit the comments section if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching anywhere. I pushed it to everything. Just hit the comments. Come into the show. So we got somebody in here. There we go. And that was quick. I didn't realize it was going to be this quick. So for lack of better things, let me do this here. Hang on a second. I'm going to take this one off because I'll put it back on in a bit. I want to welcome to the show. I love this guy's mug. Jason Lee. Now, you're not driving and doing this, right?
No.
Okay, because I've done that in the past, and I really shouldn't, but I always put it where I'm up on. I put my phone up onto the steering wheel, and I'm looking ahead, so it looks like I'm actually looking into the screen, but I'm not. I'm looking so I don't get into an accident. But still, I would.
Yeah, that's usually what I do when I'm driving. It's right there where like when I talk on it and stuff, it's right there. I can be heard. How's it going tonight, Cap? That's an ugly orange jersey you're wearing, just got to say so.
It's not ugly. You can't say that about the best third baseman other than Mike Schmidt.
You're right. I can't.
You will,
I can't.
but you can't.
I would, but I won't.
Okay, and the other thing is I had a Jim Palmer jersey that was I had it, and I had it. It was a great jersey, but it was too small.
Think about this one. Who do you think the best Yankee third baseman was of all time?
Wow. So I tell you what, throw me some names, and I'll tell you my choice.
I can't. The only one, honestly, third base. Wow, I don't even think we played with a third baseman most of those years.
And see, that's the thing. Greg Nettles.
Nettles. I would have to say Greg Nettles. Scott Brocious was actually very good.
Oh, and Don, I didn't see your stuff. I had that before. He said it. It wasn't Craig, by the way. It was Greg, and it was spelled G-R-E-G-G.
Yes, Greg Nettles, yeah.
He had 3 G's. Beginning G, R-E-G-G. Greg Nettles. I remember that. And I
How's
said,
it going tonight?
Me or you?
Me, you. You mean me or you?
Hey, what is it? Me? Is it you? Hey,
yeah, forget about it.
Forget about it. Hey, we having a time here. Hey, well, go with the stromboli. Hey, it's good.
It's good. It's good. Manja.
I'm good. In fact, now I'm hungry because
Captain, I'm very excited to see you. I was telling my girlfriend about you that I was very excited that you were coming and I get to see you.
Oh, man.
I miss my friend. I miss hanging out with you. I know we hung out a few times in Florida.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to hang out more. I'm going to come visit you probably this year. I'm going to take my girl to Florida. We're going to come visit you.
Oh, I like that.
Absolutely.
Please. Now make sure I'm home.
I will. I'll make sure you're home.
Because if you come to see me and I'm not here, that kind of gets away from coming in to see me. Now, granted, it's great.
And then when you come back, you'll show up on your porch, and be like, "What the hell is this?" Oh, that's the steak from Jason Dean.
Hey, I got your effing steak right here, and you throw it out there. And well, first off, it wouldn't last very long because there are cats in the neighborhood. So
I'll be gone because it'd be a good steak too.
It would be cats, or there are some possums around, and actually, this is the greatest thing. There are owls in my neighborhood, and I've seen them. And the one thing I love about owls is that they do the what is it, the Exorcist head.
Yeah.
They turn 180.
Yeah, they're creepy.
Yeah.
Some of them are big. The owls up in Pennsylvania were massive.
Yeah. And when I was in England, my friend actually had one as a pet because they could do that in England.
Really?
And,
huh.
Yeah.
Well, Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, they had it, and it was like one of those orange-eyed owls, black with it was an Orioles owl because it had the orange eyes and the black. But it was weird, and they had like a little aviary for them. And I thought, wow, that's cool, have one, but you can't have them in the States. They're not allowed in the States to have. So, Captain,
I'm getting really, really nervous about this Aaron Rodgers talk with the Denver.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not to Denver, no. And I'll tell you why. I'm getting more nervous hearing about him coming to the Raiders.
I don't think we're going to give up that much capital. That's our future. I mean, I know John Gruden loves him, and I know a lot of people would love to have him. But listen, everybody out there, look at Jason Dean real quick. Look at him. We have a defense now.
Yes.
All Derek Carr needed was a defense. Remember that. He's a top 10 quarterback. Top 10. Defense was pitiful. Defense was 175th in the country. McNeese State had a better defense than we did.
I was going to say, which is kind of hard with 32 teams in the NFL, we were ranked 175.
Because there was college defenses better than us.
I caught the joke. I did catch the joke. But here's one. Well, before you say that, Remember, though, and this was something I read on one of my pages today, not my pages, but when I was perusing, they said, if you remember correctly, that was the Raiders' problem in Gruden 1.0, was that we had a very good offense. We actually had the kid, Jeff George, that was the best quarterback. Well, at least the best, had a fit, nickel head and $1 million arm. And we got rid of him, and we got Rich Gannon. And then when we got Perella and Sam Adams and Ted Washington and the linebackers and Regan Upshaw and Eric Allen and
Nnamdi.
Actually, Nnamdi was after the Super Bowl.
Was he out for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, Nnamdi was one of the picks we got. Nnamdi was one of the picks we had for Gruden when he went to the Bucs. So basically,
all right, that's right, because it was after him. That's right.
Yeah. But we had Eric Allen, we had Charles Woodson, we had really good
Rod Woodson. Didn't we have Rod Woodson on that team?
Rod Woodson and Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
So again,
that was a good defense.
And Willie Shaw was the reason why it was good, because Willie Shaw was a fantastic coordinator. Now, in the Super Bowl, Willie wasn't our coordinator anymore. It was, I call him Edward Scissorhands because it kind of sounds like Bresnahan, Chuck Bresnahan.
Chuck Bresnahan was a clown. He even looked like he didn't even look like a football coach. He looked like a guy you would see sitting at the end of the bar talking about his high school when he graduated 45 years earlier.
Yeah.
That's right, Robert Hawk. He isn't worth the capital. Now, there are pros and cons to it, okay? The pro to having Aaron Rodgers is he makes us relevant right then and now, even without a defense.
Right.
Because Green Bay's defense was Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Swiss cheese. Okay? The con is maybe 4 years. Maybe.
Well, you know what? That's not even a con. And I was talking with Ken Thompson literally on the phone either today or yesterday. Maybe it was today. And I was talking with Ken Thompson, all you guys knowing out there, Ken Thompson of K-Dawn and Sports X Radio out in Vegas.
Great radio guy. Great radio guy.
And he said that he firmly believes that Mark Davis wants to make a splash this year because we have no splash. So in order to make a splash, it would be Aaron Rodgers. It's not even a cap hit because, again, his cap number would be less than.
I got a splash, Captain. How about Melvin Ingram, Richard Sherman, and Julio Jones?
Nah.
Captain, I will take Julio Jones and his 1,400 yards for 1 or 2 seasons.
Well, okay, in a contract, 1 or 2 seasons. For actual games, 6. And that's the reason why. I mean, if you're going to get Julio Jones, get him when he's not broken.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd love to have Julio Jones, but at what cost?
At what cost? I'm not giving 2 first-round picks. I wouldn't even give 1. I would give a second, maybe a third, definitely a 5th.
Yeah. And see but KT was saying that he thinks, and Philly, is he still there? Philly, I see you. You'll be in just a minute. Because, he left. Well, maybe he'll come back. I'm talking to Jason Dean. Come back.
Yeah, come back, Philly.
Hey, get your ass back here. Okay?
Come on back. It's all right, man. It's all right, man.
Don't swear. Ass is about the most you can do. Okay? But like I said, if Rodgers comes in, you got him for, I think, 3-4 years, because remember that guy, he came back. Just wait. Young people need to have patience. Okay? You, patience. All I need is just a little patience.
Yeah.
Now, I won't whistle. I can't whistle for crap. But anyway, but no, Rodgers would make the team relevant. It would give the team splash. And again, with a defense, You don't have the cap numbers even with Cargo, because it's going to be Cargo's to the Packers. Rodgers come here, and this is why KT and I were discussing it. He's saying that he has seen reports where it's 2 1s, and then it's 2 1s, back to back, and a 2 next year. So you're really blowing a lot. I mean, I could see 1 and 1. I could see 2 1s. But when you give up a 1 and a 2, and this isn't Lawrence Welk, and a 1 and a 2, I don't want a Lawrence Welk draft.
What about? I don't know. If we gave up those ones, they were going to be like high 20s. I think we are Super Bowl contenders with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, we're definitely in the mix for the playoffs.
I think we're Super Bowl contenders with Derek Carr.
If we have a defense.
If Gus Bradley changes this defense like he says he's gonna, if we drafted the guys that we get and they are for his defense, we will be in the mix in the playoffs. We are making the playoffs. Next year, we have to make the playoffs. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We should have made it this past year. We ran out of gas. We got younger. We got quicker. We got stronger. We got better.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Okay, now having said that, and I got a phone call. Hang on.
Okay.
Let's see who's calling.
Okay.
Okay, I got Jimmy Farrell that's coming in. Let's get him in here. Come on.
From RBR James Farrell. To accept, press 1.
Okay, Jimmy Farrell, you are on with Jason Dean and myself. How you doing, Jason Dean and Jimmy Farrell?
Guys, I love you. I love you guys.
I hear a butt coming on. Yep, but
It's coming.
yeah. Go ahead.
Let's just have a winning season first. Stop it with the Super Bowl contender. Come on.
Wait a second. Only one person said Super Bowl contender.
This guy right here.
Yeah, one person. And
Jimmy, I'm very optimistic. I like to believe that every year. I believe every year we're going undefeated. I know the year we got Jamarcus Russell, he was taking us to the Super Bowl the next season.
Let's just have a winning season first, and then try to win a playoff and build on. I mean, come on. I mean, we just started building our defense back. We just got an offensive coordinator. We can't be talking Super Bowl. Let's be realistic right now.
We don't have an offensive coordinator. It's John Gruden.
Right.
Greg Olson's just a title.
Our defensive coordinator. We just got him. Let's just build on that.
Okay. Hey, and Jimmy, I hear you. Jason Dean, by the way, I'm going to get you out with this, and I'm going to bring Positive Philly on. I want
Okay.
Philly, New York talking at the same time. That's for sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a coincidence. This is Philly's going to be. What are you going to rag on my
Hey, no, wait, whoa. It's not Jamie. It's Positive Philly. It's a different
Yeah, it's
Philly.
not Jamie.
It's not Jamie. It's another guy. Okay, and he's younger. Okay, so here's the thing. Jason Dean, with this defense constituted right now, with Derek Carr playing, I'm not even going to say at the 2016 level, but even at a decent level nearing that, our record, or where should we be? Should we at least be going into like maybe the AFC Championship game?
13-4.
Okay.
Come on.
We should have. Jimmy Farrell, listen, last year we have a defense, we're 12-4. 4 games we lost with under a minute in the fourth quarter. Our defense gave up those games. 12-4 we were.
Let's win a playoff game. Let's get in first.
Okay. It's true. It's true.
We'll pound Pittsburgh this year.
Crazy year. Come on.
Hey, yeah, what are you talking about? You'd be crazy here.
Come on. Hey, Squadouche. Hey.
Jason Dean, man. Can't wait to see you, man. It'll be like what, couple weeks?
Couple weeks.
All right.
All right, Raider Nation, I'm out. Nice talking to you, Captain. I love you, Jimmy. Go Yankees, brother.
Go Yankees.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again. Good hear from you. Now I'm bringing in positive filler because remember, kids only he is 18, but he's still a kid, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But younger generation has no patience at all. I see him on the screen. He's fidgeting. He's fidgeting.
I'm going to be 55 next week. I don't have no patience right now.
Well, yeah, but you're from New York. Hey, you're from New York. That's why. I'm walking here.
How about that? You know, stick the bit again.
Yeah, I was gonna watch that, but you know what? I decided not to watch the
There's nothing to watch. You don't want to watch that. You better watch the spring football game.
Okay.
Probably more exciting.
Yeah.
Than
Okay.
This game tonight.
Okay. Now, and Raider Neil's talking about now. Do you want Derek Carr or do you want Aaron Rodgers there, Jimmy? I'm going to ask that.
You know, it's nice to have Rodgers, but to give away 2 number 1 picks, and then now I'm hearing they want Jones for a 2nd round pick and the linebacker we got from the Bears. Now, if they make those 2 trades, that means we're not going to have a number 1 this year and next year, and then we're not going to have a number 1 pick this year and a 2nd round pick this year. I mean,
Next year. Yeah, I got you.
You know, I mean, like what Jason B said, we got Carr. I mean, we got a better defense right now. I mean, would it be nice to have Rodgers? Sure, it would.
Yeah.
I don't know. To give away those picks, you know, I'm like Jimmy Johnson. I don't like to give away draft picks.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, and Jimmy, I appreciate you calling. Do you have any final words for your Eagles / Flyers contemporary that's on the screen right now? What are you playing, a video game?
Yeah.
You're playing a friggin' video game. I'm talking to him, and he's playing a friggin' video game.
You're talking to Jimmy Farrell on the phone.
No, we are supposed to be talking to Jimmy Farrell on the phone. Not me. We are. That's why you're on screen. Don't do this to me again.
No.
These kids today.
These kids today. All right, Jimmy. But who do you want, Jimmy? You want Rodgers or you want Carr?
I mean, I would love Rodgers, but I don't want to give away all those draft picks.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't not for that collateral. And by the way, I don't want Julio Jones.
Carr's the top 10 quarterback right now.
Yeah.
Let's stick with him.
Okay.
You know? Let's see what happens. But to talk about Super Bowl, let's calm down here, okay? All right? What? Because Brady went to the...
Hey! I told you no swearing on my show. No swearing on my show. That is worse than the F word. Don't you even go there.
It's not a guarantee you get Rodgers on this team. You know,
I mean, honestly, I don't want Aaron Rodgers because of the collateral we'd have to give up for him. I don't want Julio Jones.
But wait a minute. If you want Julio Jones, I take that trade.
No.
Why? For the linebacker.
Why?
No?
Why?
Because he'll be our number 1 receiver.
We got. I tell you what. With I know they're only one. Basically, they're not rookies. They're in their 2nd year. But you give Edwards a chance to blossom, and you have Ruggs that can run a 9 pattern, and you got all the rest of the receivers. Plus, you got Snead and John Brown on this team.
You don't need Julio Jones on your team.
No, because you're not getting what you get out of Julio Jones. You get a guy who's broke.
I do have a question for him.
Go ahead.
What do you think? You're an Eagles fan, you said, right? You like the Eagles and the Flyers?
Not me.
No. Jimmy, right?
No, Jimmy Farrell is not an Eagles fan. He's an Islanders fan. Yeah, that would get you killed if that was like.
How dare you say that?
He's an Islanders fan. He is a Yankees fan. He is a. Let me get him all right. He's a Raiders fan. And I don't think you care about basketball, right?
Well, I am a Knicks fan.
Oh, well, then that just means you have bad taste. Okay, well, there you go. You got all of his teams. Go ahead, Philly. What do you got for him?
Well, no, I was gonna because I thought you said something about him being I'm an Eagles fan, and I was gonna say, what do you think of Devontae Smith? But
Well, yeah, he can answer that question, Jimmy. How do you feel about the Eagles picking up Devontae? I'm a toothpick at 165 Smith.
you didn't gotta say that.
Yeah, I did.
What do I think of him?
Yeah. What do you think of him?
Don't care. He's not on my team.
Okay, but do you think the Eagles made a good pick with him? That's the point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Jimmy, partner, I appreciate you calling in, brother. You be well.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I think if you'll do my calling out to me.
Yeah. Well, be well. Don't and remember, calling. You've had 3. Yeah, they're just an inconvenience. You be well, brother.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
Right.
All right. Remember. Oh, Jimmy Farrell said Sunday. No. Remember, Sunday. I am not having a show on Sunday. It's Mother's Day. We are moving the show to Monday because we have Lincoln Kennedy on the show. Philly, I like Devontae Smith in theory.
He's a gain some weight.
He's got to gain at least 25 pounds just to be in the conversation.
You think?
Yes, he's 165. He's got to be at least 180. Because if he and WTF, I see you there. Don't go nowhere. Okay, one thing I like about WTF. He has patience.
My boy.
He has patience. So, I mean, he's a great player, but the minute that he goes across the middle and somebody whacks him in half, he's going to be broken like a toothpick. Okay, and somebody mentioned to me, they said, well, McCaffrey does well, but McCaffrey has a little bit of weight to him, and he's stocky. But then again, McCaffrey has also been getting injured a lot. So we'll see. So the question is, what do you think while you're playing your video game?
I like him. I think, if he can put on some weight, I think he's going to be a great wide receiver for the Eagles.
Okay.
I really do. I really think he's going to have, people are going to come at me for saying this. I've said before. I've heard. Now, I didn't originally say this. I've heard people say it. I've heard people say that he could be as good as Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens?
Yes.
What person that was on narcotics at the time said that?
I was talking with somebody who on TikTok, and he was saying that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That explains it right there. Because it's on TikTok, it's gospel.
No, but I mean, if we don't have any good wide receivers. Everybody knows that our wide receiving core is horrible. Oscar,
you're playing Gallagher. You think we didn't notice, but we did. Thank you, Oscar, for busting it.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Gallagher is? Look it up. Google it. Look up Gallagher and Galaxian, because that was Gallagher. That was the revised Gallagher. Look up Gallagher and Galaxian. That's old school videos.
But yeah, I think he's going to be really good.
And he also said it was an Avengers reference, so it was even better. It was a movie reference. So there you go. And even Jared, by the way, you can call in because the phone line is free. Philly, we will entertain that. I appreciate you coming in. What do you think about your draft, and who do you think is going to win the East this year? Because I'm going to ask the same thing to WTF. Who's going to win the East?
Call from Pittsburgh, Jared D. Diggerolomo. To accept, press 1.
And I'm gonna get Jared on here. So we got Jared here. So you got Jared on the line. He's going to be listening to everything you say.
What's up, Jared? I'm a diehard Eagles.
Man, I mean, the old school
Will be
video
until the day I die.
You gotta do
But
Super
I
Mario
think,
Brothers
and it hurts me to say this, I think the
while we're at it,
Cowboys.
Whoa, wait, Jared. You guys are walking on each other. Go ahead and say something, Jared, and then I'll let Mike talk back at you. Go ahead.
No, I mean, since he doesn't know Galaxy, I mean, we gotta teach him Tecmo Bowl, Super Mario, and Zelda, and all those old school video games. However, we gotta teach him the basic old school video games of the past.
Donkey Kong, man. If you're going to go back
Pac-Man.
Yeah, well, Pac-Man and Ms. Although I didn't like Ms. Pac-Man. It was just weird.
Yeah.
But, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. I used to like Dig Dug.
Oh, I guess you want to explain my I just bought a video game table has Dig Dug on it and Pac-Man. It's like 60 games all in one in his man cave basement. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's pretty sweet.
Okay, and WTF, Matt Marinovich says Washington is going to win the NFC East. So I wanted to make sure Fitzmagic for the win. Okay, so I haven't heard from Mike. Who do you think? Go ahead, Mike. I'm going to get you on record. John Yelich, thank you for being here. What's up to you?
Kills me to say this as an Eagles fan, but I can really see it being the Cowboys.
Bold.
Oh, maybe the Giants. I'd rather see the Giants win it than the Cowboys, but I think we're getting third.
Okay.
And
I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty.
I think it's going to be a battle between us and the football team, but WTF, you already know we're going to come out.
Listen, I'm going to say this.
I had to. When
Listen,
as soon as I heard that, I said
I appreciate you, Cap. But Michael, you're just mad that we swept you guys last year. I think that's where it's coming from.
I mean, it's not
I really do think that's where it's coming from.
happen this year.
No, it
It's
hasn't
gonna happen
happened
this year.
yet.
Hi,
Hi, who's that? WTF?
that's my cousin.
Hi, cousin. How you doing? All right. So we got the crew in here.
It means
Remember, they have to behave.
Yeah. Go. Go inside. Go. I'm on vacation. Sorry.
Tell them where you are.
Where you at?
Florida.
You're in Florida? Whereabouts?
I said
St. Pete.
Yeah,
He's at my house.
You're right down the street, man. St. Pete.
Yeah, that's where I was born.
Okay, well, cool. Well, you got my number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a ring now. This weekend, I'm not here this weekend. But how long are you going to be in St. Pete?
Probably till Monday afternoon.
Which is about when I get back.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's see if you can hold that. Like I said, if you can hold it a little bit later. I know it's your parents have the flights went up, but I'd love to see you and we can take some pictures together.
What are you doing, man?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, there you go. Philly, I got Philly on. Give me, and I appreciate your honesty. You think that everybody except for Philly and Washington is going to win the East?
He's just mad.
Maybe it could be the Eagles. Who knows?
Okay. Well, I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate
You never know what could happen.
Hey, Mike, real quick.
Yeah, someone could kill him.
What?
Oh my God, where'd you get this Terrell Owens, Devontae Smith? Where'd you get this Terrell Owens, Devontae Smith comparison? Because that guy was on smoking something.
Yeah, like you said, somebody was on some serious hashish and PCP and cocaine and angel dust and a bunch of other things, man. I mean, this was beyond that. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't care if it was on TikTok or not. Anybody that says a receiver that is a Hall of Fame candidate, okay, is going to be as good. And granted, he's not even as good as Harold Carmichael. Harold Carmichael, I love. He won't be as good as Harold Carmichael. Okay.
Hey,
I'm saying.
Hey, we'll see. You can't say anything until you see the kid play.
Uncle Raider, you're on IG. Come on over to YouTube, Uncle Raider. That's where everybody's over there. Philly, have a good time out there. You take care. Come back on the show some other time. Oh, got him out. WTF, make sure your cousin behaves. Make sure your cousin behaves. And I'm sorry you're down here, and then, of course, the weekend you're here, I'm not here.
My bad. My bad.
I
He'll behave, he
will.
says.
But I'm actually retarded.
No.
Don't say that.
Okay,
Don't say
that's
that.
not cool. That's
Don't
not
say that.
cool. That's not cool. How old is your cousin, WTF?
He's 9.
Okay. Tell your cousin.
Almost 10.
9.
Okay.
Almost 10.
But you gotta behave. You gotta behave. Okay.
Okay.
You're on camera. And
Why?
everybody's watching you. You gotta behave. I'm honest about that. Okay. You gotta behave. Okay. WTF, I'm glad you're here. Now again, were you happy with your drive? I know you wanted to call in with the ladies, but we didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, I respect it though.
Ladies.
Yeah, but like I said, you didn't get a chance to talk about the draft. Tell me about what your thoughts were, how Washington did.
I was happy because I know who the guy was. He was projected to come to us, so it was good. He's supposed to be really fast. He ran a 4.37. Oh my god. Sorry, wrong time.
WTF, do you want to come back later on when you're a little more alone?
You know, I'll try my best to come back. Actually,
Okay. If not on Monday, if you're not traveling back on Monday, I have Lincoln Kennedy on. Please watch the show, and you know who Lincoln Kennedy is. Look him up. Look him up.
Big lineman from the state of Washington.
There you go. Okay, WTF, I'll let you go. Thanks again. I got to let WTF go. WTF always behaves, but I tell you what, if his cousin is 9 going on 10, he acts like he's 6, and that's being kind. Jared, thank you for being here. I want to hear your Pittsburgh report, shipmate.
No problem. I know it's been a crazy night. You've had Jason Dean, you have Billy, you've had WTF. It's been a crazy night. First off, I'm still TF State on. I was going to ask him about the Capitals and that W. Tom Wilson, who I think how it should be kicked out of the league once and for all. I mean, that was just absolutely ridiculous what he did the other night against the Rangers. And then, of course, he had the big brawl last night, however, which was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I don't like him.
No, neither do I. I mean, he always takes cheap shots on Pittsburgh and everything like that. And speaking of Pittsburgh, however, they won tonight, however, against Buffalo 7-3, however, so that was good to see. But I have got to take offense, Howard, to your boys, the Flyers, who took out one of our guys last night, or a couple nights ago, and only got a 2-game suspension. Only 2 games? Come on. The guy boarded one of our guys, for God's sake. And, I mean, that's just, I'm sorry. The NHL better start changing some of the rules in time for next season, Howard. I mean, I just heard that Kenny Albert is going to be one of the new voices on TNT when the NHL goes to TNT next season, however. So we'll see what happens there. Like I said, however, nothing else really going on at Pittsburgh tonight. I mean, it's been pretty low-key, however, pretty much all day. However, not much else going on to report. The Pirates continue to stink, no surprise there. They go to Chicago now to play the Cubs, my girlfriend's team. And like I said, other than that, it's been pretty much low-key with the Steelers here the last couple of days. I mean, the only thing that's been only news, however, is Villanueva going to the Baltimore Ratbirds, if you will, however.
Ooh, okay, so... And you know what? Villanueva is, and I respect him as a member of the Army, and probably one of your best linemen. Again, I'm biased, but I like Villanueva even more than I liked Pouncey and anybody else along those lines, because the guy was money. The guy was money at all times, and if he hadn't, now I think, didn't he make a Pro Bowl at least once or twice?
Once or twice, yeah, and then, but the thing is, the Bloods, I mean, even without his stance on what has happened with everything in the NFL, I think a lot of people some people had mixed emotions about him. I'm kind of one of those people, but again, I'm not to judge him that bad. I wish him good luck in Baltimore, as much as I don't like Baltimore, but the thing is, he was way overpriced, however, and asking for a big raise here. They weren't going to give him. Now he's going to Baltimore and become their left tackle. And then you got this Kendrick Green, whoever, and then you got these other guys who just drafted last week, Johnson and Moore, who are going to probably step in. One of those two guys is going to step right in his shoes. You got Green probably filling in for Pouncey right away. However, overall, however, I did not agree with Mel Kiper's assessment of our draft. He said it's a C+. I'm sorry, as much as Mel Kiper has been a draft beatnik for the last 30, 35 years, the guy is definitely gone off his head. However, I'm sorry. We addressed a pretty good running back, however, some people compare to Todd Gurley. You got a baby Gronk and this kid from Penn State. I've seen him play before. He's 6'5", 6'6", 260, 265. He'll fit right in a little Eric Ebron. So I'm sorry. You're telling me you're still worth a C+ grade? No. I'm thinking we're about a B to a B- at best.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was going to say, why not? I mean, you guys are a good team as it is.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't need too much. You need a quarterback. So
yeah,
that's
going to be our big concern going into next season. Because
right.
I've been reading all the mock drafts early on, and they're saying the kid from Georgia could be on the board maybe next year when that happens. I mean, they just brought Mason. I don't know why. And now they're saying they're going to try out for the third string. You're going to have a fight between Dobbs, however, and Haskins for the third string job.
Now, do you think Haskins is going to survive out there?
No, I don't. I really don't, because I think his attitude, however, before he went to Washington, however, he was okay. He was some no disrespect to Don Webb's boys and beat Ohio State, however, if you will. But the thing was, he was not all that. I'm sorry, however. He thought he was all that and then some, but he wasn't really all that and then some.
Yeah. And by the way, Anna Diaz was looking out for you, Jared. She says Penguins 8, Sabres 4.
Okay. See, I should often send this way. Thank you, Anna Diaz. Yes. The Penguins, I think, going into the playoffs, however, have played, except for a couple games here and there, the last few weeks have done well. They just dropped Malkin back again. I think the key for this team, if they want to make a big run, obviously, is going to be the goaltending situation between Jari and also Smith. But, like I said, Crosby's played well times this year. They've got young guys, however, like Russ and Letang and all these guys, however. This Jeff Carter trade more and more is working out so good. The guy had 4 goals tonight. He absolutely lit the lamp, literally, and was on fire tonight. And I was really impressed with what I saw tonight. So, right now, if I'm a team right now that Pittsburgh would be very fearful of right now, it's hard to say. You got Carolina looking good. You got the Champs looking good in Tampa Bay. Obviously, in Minnesota, the Lightning, how Santos is playing good right now. And the Panthers are surprising a lot of people. So, right now, I would be fearful to play the Hurricanes the first round. I really would, because this is a very, very good team in the East right now that gives people a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I tell you, and the Lightning are playing well, but you know what? The Lightning, they still got to get past Florida.
Yes.
They still got to get past Florida, because right now the Hurricanes are number 1. The Panthers are number 2, and the Lightning have to beat the Panthers twice in order to get that 2 seed, because if not, they're not going to have that home ice advantage in the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, looking at the standings right now, Pittsburgh with 1 game left, however, is up 2 on Washington, 4 clear of Boston, and 7 points ahead of the Islanders. But to talk about the New York team that has been very disappointing, however, and I said this the other day, however, I think it was yesterday, or I told him that maybe 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday, because I said it was my sister's birthday yesterday. Why did the Rangers have to wait till after the season to fire their coaching GM? Why did they do that now, especially this late in the year, with only a game or 2 left in the season? They could have waited till after the season was over, and they totally botched that in every sense of the word.
Well, I think that they did it before the season ended to make a statement.
Well, we'll see what kind of statement they make with their next coach.
Yeah.
You know?
And Anna Diaz, who is a great big Vegas fan, and Tampa Bay for the Cup. I don't know. And again, Anna, I'm not a hater for Tampa Bay, because, again, I am here.
Well, Anna Diaz has got a good Vegas team. You talk about the Knights. The Knights are playing very good right now. They got the second best record in the West. They're only 4 players in the Lions. But if you look at the best home records on ice this year, this is going to shock a lot of people. In the West, of course, we talked about the 2 as I mentioned. But in the East, when you talk about the 3 best teams on home ice in the East this year, this is going to really surprise a lot of people. Carolina's 20-3,
Mm-hmm.
the Alpha 20-4, and Pittsburgh's 21-4.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's very scary for a team that would want to play one of these teams in the East going into the postseason.
Now Pittsburgh, do they have a 2 seed in the East or the 3?
I think they should. If they win on Saturday afternoon, I think they should have locked up number 2. If they didn't lock it up tonight, I think they did lock it up tonight. But if not, they'll have to wait till Saturday to wrap it up with Buffalo. But like I said, looking at the schedule now, this is what gets interesting because, like I said, Pittsburgh plays. Honestly, I'm looking at the schedule here tomorrow night. Philadelphia plays Washington tomorrow. Washington, on the other hand, is back home with them and is home with them against Tech. But the Pens, however, could clinch the division and wrap it up, however, basically, in a nutshell, however, on, like I said, Saturday afternoon, because I'm looking at the games Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, however, Philadelphia plays Monday. But the thing is, some of the Western teams have got to finish out their schedule because they decided to delay the playoffs for about a week to 10 days, which I just don't get. I don't get that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, Matt's also saying that don't forget about the Caps.
Oh, you definitely don't forget about the Caps. I mean, like I said, as much as Wilson's a goon in that Stanley Cup, I mean, the thing that's hurting Washington right now, Ovechkin got hurt again. And that could really spell gloom and doom for the Caps if they want to make a deep run in this postseason. Because he came back the other night, Howard. He only skated one shift and he was back out on the ice again within seconds. So if Washington wants to make a deep run in this postseason, they're going to have to cut down on basically sluggish style by Wilson is one, obviously, and 2 is get Ovechkin healthy. If they don't, they're going to be 1 and done.
Yeah. Well, we'll see on that. And again, I will be wearing obviously because my Flyers are not in it. I will get the debut of my and it's unfortunate because I bought 2 brand new actually 3 brand new Flyer jerseys that I'm going to have to wait to unveil for next season because I got the black, I got the home orange, and then I got the alternate kind of like the off colored, the one that I really like that looks really red when you see it on.
Yeah.
Well, then when I got it, it's still like more orange than it is red. I don't know why when they send it to you, the color scheme just looks more orange. I like the jersey though. It's like the orange and the black. We know the reverse. And it's kind of like the old jerseys that they had when Keith Primo and Lindros and all that crew was playing. You know, they had the black jerseys with the. It's the opposite of that, and it's a beautiful jersey. But I'm gonna have to wear it next season because it's obviously late in the game, and I will unveil when I wear my hockey jersey. I'll be wearing my Tampa Bay jerseys for those games here.
Yep. Well, I'll get down on this, Howard. Don't forget, this Wednesday coming up, Howard, ESPN will announce the NFL schedule, so we will know who has the first week's games, however, and what key games to watch out for. But I am looking to that big date, Howard, with the Raiders coming to Pittsburgh and seeing you and Eddie Winslow and the Raider Nation invade Steel City. We're going to have a good time.
We are. We are going to have it. And I'm just hoping it's relatively early because, again...
That's what I'm hoping to, like September or October when the weather's still crisp and nice.
Yeah.
Because Friday Night Football here in Pennsylvania is just like it is down in your neck of the woods in Florida. I mean, it is a big thing here in Western PA. And like I said, hopefully we'll have that and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like I don't like going to a game and being miserable. And I'm from Florida, and I'm honest. I don't like cold weather. I don't like it.
I hear you.
All right. Jared, always a pleasure. Thank you for the Pittsburgh report, and see you on Monday, like I said, when hopefully Lincoln Kennedy's in here.
Monday, and if not, I'll talk to you sometime late next week for sure, though. And also to all the moms out there, new, old, past, and present, happy Mom's Day, everyone.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day. Make sure you don't forget your mom on Mother's Day.
I won't. I got to get her a car tomorrow. Otherwise, she's going to probably choke me if I don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that, man. Don't piss off Mom. Hey, thanks again, Jared. You take care.
Yeah.
All right. That's Jared. Pittsburgh Jared, otherwise known as Jared with the Pittsburgh Report. Doc, thanks for coming in, and we're doing fine. Remember, if you want to be a part of the show, why is it not coming in? Okay, I got to do it again. Copy this. And again, I want to say hello, and I want to give some mad love to all of the people that are members of the Galleon. Robert Hawk. You see that little that Superman sign there? Robert Hawk, member of the Galleon. Anna Diaz, member of the Galleon. I think Matt was in here. Matt 72007. I saw him in here earlier. Member of the Galleon. I'm trying to find it. There you go. Matthew 72007. What is your number one NFL matchup dream to watch? Niners Raiders Battle of the Bays. If it's not a Raiders game, that's a damn good question. I would probably say Packers Bears. Because that's old school. If the Raiders are out of the equation, I would say Packers Bears, and especially if it's a playoff game. Packers Bears. So line is open 813-699-0834. And again, thank you to all of my members of the Galleon. Thank you for being here. Again, if you are watching on Instagram, thank you for being here. I had a cut that just came up here. If you're wondering why I have a little bit of a not a Kleenex, but like a paper towel, it's because I had to stop the bleeding. Got a little bit of a cut that I had to take care of. But again, call into the show. Always great hearing from everybody. Remember, if you're on Instagram, head on over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you're on the place to be. We are watching here on YouTube, on my channel, on Facebook, on my channel, but we're also watching on Northeast Streaming Sports. Look for Northeast Streaming Sports. Get some really good sports reporting from a plethora. There's the big word of the night, plethora of great casters. And we, when I say we, I'm one of them. Obviously, Philly sports guy Jamie is one. We got the Mac and Jack show. We have Sneaky G-Man, who is obviously a Giants fan. He does his show from out in Texas. So we got obviously the Eastern Seaboard, because there's a guy that lives right down the street that's on our network as well. He literally lives 10 minutes from me. I haven't met him yet. I think I've met him once before, but he's on our channel. So go to Northeast Streaming Sports. Here it is. I'm going to show it up here. Northeast Streaming Sports. That is the YouTube channel. Follow them on YouTube. Go to follow them on Facebook. Great bunch of guys. Great bunch of guys. Go to and follow us on Northeast Streaming Sports. And again, tonight we are also on Zodiac TV. And this is what I said. Julio Jones, no. Don't want no part of it. No. Richard Sherman, not really, not on my list. But Melvin Ingram, hell yeah. So I agree 75% with, I guess 50% technically, because Sherman does have an Achilles injury, but maybe. I'm a little bit more on the maybe side. Julio Jones, I want nothing to do with, because you're trading away capital for a broken receiver. Melvin Ingram, in a Gus Bradley defense, you saw how Melvin Ingram plays. Now, granted, Melvin Ingram has been injured a bit too. But I would, of all of those people, forget Julio Jones. Richard Sherman, not really interested, because we just signed Casey Hayward. But Melvin Ingram, I would love to have. You want to be in the show? Go to the link that you see on all of the channel. It says https streamyard.com. What is it? 899 Sierra 2 Bravo Echo 69. That's cool. At least got a 69 in there, which is also in my phone number, 813-699-0834. It is 10:26. I got to get ready for the weekend and do some packing tonight. So like I said, you got to participate, though. You got to participate. Either come in the show or comment or call. Now, here's the thing, and I didn't get it. I should lead with this, and I keep forgetting. Remember, if you use if you use the super chat or super sticker, you can get an entry. This is another way to do it. Friends and family via PayPal to bigraiderj@yahoo.com. $5 gets you an entry, okay? And I get all of that money. Not that I'm out there alms for the poor, but it helps me offset some expenses. But once you do that via friends and family at PayPal to bigraiderj@yahoo.com, for every $5, it's an entry. Now, here's the other thing. You want to get a free entry? Then do it this way. 3 entries, which will cost you $15, and I'll throw in a 4th entry on me. That is for the Captain Jack treasure chest of prizes. That prize is behind me. Like I said, you see the Bo Jackson, you see the Raider book, you see, actually, can you see it? Yeah, you see the Jack Daniels prize pack. That's part of it. 1 winner per spin gets 1 prize per spin. Come on in. Use the entries, like I said, via friends and family, bigraiderj@yahoo.com. Use friends and family, please. If you buy 1 for $5, you get 1. You buy 2 for $10, that's 2. You buy 3, I'll throw in an entry for you, free. Buy 3, get 1 free. Via friends and family at PayPal at bigraiderj@yahoo.com. Now, here's the other thing. For those that contribute to the show, I'm getting them together, and at the end of the month, like I'm going to do this for all my shows per month, and I'm going to figure out who the most valuable crewman is, or the NBC. Now, we've already had 2 shows for May. Jason Dean Hunter is in once. And by the way, you can't have multiple entries. I want to make sure that there is multiple entries. The last show, we had a gentleman. I want to get this right. Hang on a second here. The most valuable crewman was a commenter by the name of Delta Sportsman. So he has that for the 4 May show. And by the way, that is the show where it's the Captain and Wench's show. Sorry, itchy ear. And he was the most valuable crewman on that show. So he gets an entry. So at the end of the month, if you call in, or if you come in via video, or if you have, even with the comment, you can be the most valuable crewman. Brought in Hayward, the Sherman door baby. I agree, Matt. There's my mommy, and that's spelled Mami. Elizabeth Chavez. Good seeing you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Offense is top notch. We score a lot. That's true. And all we need is a better defense. So I'm looking, and I want to have your comments here. Who so far, who has the most valuable portion of the show? Can't be Jason Dean because he's already in here already. Has it been Positive Philly? Has it been WTF with his noisy cousin? Jared is always a good choice. Always a good choice. Excuse me. Jimmy Farrell, who's called. So there you go. And let me see some of the other. I tell you what, Matt Marinovich always gives good comments. Raider Neal always gives good comments. Dave Angel, thank you for being here as well. He still tells me I need to watch my mouth. And I see. I love this comment by Raider Mode. These kids don't know what PCP and Angel Dust are. That's true. I am kind of dating myself. The kids are arguing. Yeah, Raider Mode. Thank you for enjoying or for sharing in. John Yelitz. That's a new person.
Call from Quick Creek.
Who's coming? Who's calling in? Hang on a second here. Oh, I don't know. Quick Creek. I don't know Quick Creek. That's on my regular phone. 813-699-0834. 813. Anna Diaz, I love. Anna Diaz, who is a member of the Galleon, always laughing in on these things. She's getting some run. And Matt Marinovich, love Matt. I tell you what, Matt Marinovich is an MVP commenter. I always for that. Anybody else here? And I tell you what, Matthew 72007, that's true. You got to sell those tickets, and that's one of the reasons why I think that Mark Davis is really, really looking to make a splash. That's why the Aaron Rodgers things are still going on. Okay, it's still going on. I didn't see it; didn't show up on my phone. If it showed up on my phone, call in again if it's a real call. Let me update this. I didn't see the call come in via my Google number. It says I have a message now. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Right now, I tell you what, Matthew 72007 with the comments, Matt Marinovich with the comments. Gus Bradley fit this defense better than Paul Gunther any day. Accountability, spot on. Spot on. So I'm looking. I mean, Jared's always going to be a most valuable comment. I think it's unfair because Jared would probably be, with his comments, always they're in there. So again, who's the most valuable crewman of the night? I want to hear your comments. Okay, Matthew 72007, also Matt Marinovich, two Matts right there, and Raider Mode had a good one. So I'm going to tell you what, those are three right there. Raider Mode, Matt Marinovich, and Matthew 72007. Those are my picks right now via comments or via contributor. Contribute to the show. Hey, there you go, Raider Puppet. Outstanding. Oh, that was you calling. Raider Puppet, do it again because it didn't show up in my Google phone. It didn't show up in my Google phone. Did you call the 813-699-0834? Call again. Call again. Because if it was, I apologize. It didn't show up. Call again, please. And that Raider Puppet, man, that was awesome. Cuz Grew got a top 10 offense, up to defense. Gus Bradley get us over the hump and into the playoffs. And Anna Diaz says Matt Marinovich as well. Hopefully Raider Puppet will call back. I apologize, Raider Puppet. It didn't show up in Google Voice. MB, I remember Miss Sterling. How you doing, honey? I'm pushing. For some reason, I can't get the waves in. Liz, I got the wave in. Thank you there, honey. And Michelle Sterling, thank you for being here. Come over to YouTube, please. Come over to YouTube, please. But yeah, Anna Diaz is back in Matt Marinovich. Raider Puppet, please try to call back. Again, I was waiting for it. I'm looking at my Google number right now. It didn't show up on the board. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Showing the keypad. Come in again, Raider Puppet. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Let me show you that. It's, let me put the number up. Hang on a second. I guess it would be better. Right here. 813-699-0834. Puppet, call that one. Call that number, 813-699-0834. So far, it's Matt Marinovich. So far, it's Matt Marinovich. Your corporate phone is under QuickCrete. Got it. Okay. Well, it's in my phone, so I got it in my phone, but call that number, Puppet. Call that number. And the reason why is everybody can hear that call. I'm creating the contact at least. Okay, I got Raider Puppet. So you're in my phone, Raider Puppet. But call into my Google number. This way everybody can hear you, if you don't mind, sir. Because I can hear you on my phone, this phone, but not the Google Voice. See, even now Google is saying, what do I... Yeah, no, I don't need the webpage open. Oh, boy. You say the right things. Let me get this number in here. Raider Puppet, you are in my phone, sir. You are in my phone. Wouldn't getting a new quarterback put the team back to square one? Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why. I mean, if you're gonna be getting Rodgers, and Puppet, please, if you can, 813. There we go. Thank you.
Raider Puppet.
Outstanding. I got you here right now, brother. Push that.
Call from RDR Raider Puppet. To accept, press 1. To send a video.
There we go. We got the Raider Puppet in the house. Hey, what's going on, big guy? What's going on?
What's going on there, Captain Jack? It's the Raider Puppet from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes, and again, and anytime you want to come on screen, you could do that too. But we'll do that for next time. How are you doing, sir? What's going on with you?
Oh, we did just great out there. We got so many events the last week out there with the draft, with the Black Hole Party at the Westgate. Had some deals downtown with Violator and Gorilla and Senior Raider and Raider Homer, Oakland Raider Savage. It was just the greatest weekend this last weekend. So, yeah, that's what we've been up to. Trying to plan some trips out there to California, hopefully to Madeira, to Bakersfield, and I hear there's another one thrown in there somewhere. And I was just out in Austin, Texas with Raider Homer a couple weeks ago for his podcast. So it's been a whirlwind out here. It's between the radio shows and the news shows, and it's been crazy for the old puppet, let me tell you.
Outstanding. Well, so you were out there with Homer. Are you going to be coming back out for the Memorial Day softball tournament?
I will not. I know Homer's going to that. I think, well, actually, I know Oakland Raider Savage is going to be playing in the softball tournament. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm going out there for that. That's the only reason why I asked.
No, I definitely won't be able to make that one. But I'm looking at possibly Bakersfield here in a couple of weeks. I think it's on the 22nd of June. The Madeira one's July 17th for the Raider Explosion 2. I think I saw you involved in that one.
Yeah, I'll be out there for RNE too. Yes.
Okay, so I'll probably hopefully meet you out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. So now I got to ask you now. First off, now obviously the draft is in Vegas next year. Now, even if it wasn't in Vegas, I would probably go to the draft in Vegas next year. But it is going to be in Vegas, so that makes it OBE. I'm coming to Vegas. Well, okay, let me rephrase. Providing that I'm living and breathing next year for the draft, I will be in Vegas. Okay.
You and me both.
Exactly. If we're making carbon dioxide out of oxygen, it's a good day. And if I'm having a good day next year for the draft, I will be out in Vegas. So that's the way we'll do it. But
yeah,
I gotta add, and I would have loved to have been there, but unfortunately, I was here, and I couldn't make arrangements that quick. And if I would have known about all of the things, I probably would have been out there. But unfortunately, it was kind of last minute.
Yeah, it was great, and I wish a lot more people would have showed up at the Westgate. They had a nice crowd with Phil Villapiano, Jay Schrader, Marquette King, who else there? I met Steve Wisniewski at the stadium. Because for and during the draft on Thursday night. They had a special invite of about 800 people in the stadium that night, and it was spectacular.
Nice.
And,
Now, so obviously you know people. I like this.
Well, I've lived here about 19 years now. I came from LA back when the Raiders played in Los Angeles. I lived there the whole time. Went to every home game back in the day, and and then I moved here. But my cousin, as you saw on my phone call, it says Quickstreet, which is my parent company. And
I'm
so
sorry. I'm sorry if I gave if that's a no. I thought it was. I apologize if I put it out. Well, I just wanted to make sure because I don't try to do things, that are.
Hey, listen, nothing that comes out of my mouth is negative. Everything in my world is positive. And so there's somebody can say, that I've done or said something bad, or, I'm a public relations guy for the last 30-something years. So you learn to watch what you say.
Yeah. Well, if I would have learned to watch what I said, I would have been a senior chief in the Navy. But I was
There
only,
you go.
because I had everything ready for it. But and I just made now. Granted, I shouldn't say I just made chief. I was very proud to be a Navy chief, but I was not as PC as I needed to be, and that's one reason why I wasn't wearing a star or two after that.
And that stuff's coming from you because back in, I assume this was some years ago, and back then you could just about say anything you wanted. Today you can't say something, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been in some trouble today's world with the way I spoke growing up and the way I was raised. So, but no, everything's it's all about positivity in my world today, and I live a wonderful life, and I got a wonderful woman, and the puppet now is a different story. He's kind of created his own mind.
Yeah.
I really got to be careful with the puppet said because sometimes I just don't know what's going to come out. Because again, it's me. The puppet is me. I'm Raider Puppet. The Raider Puppet is me. But it's weird sitting him next to me on my arm because he'll talk some shit.
Yeah. I gotta put that. I'm sorry, but at least it was only one. The only reason why I say it, puppet, is I gotta go back and when the show is over, I gotta take out the swear words only because no. Hey, that's the way it. And you could probably get by with one, but I try to make sure that when I push it to the network, it's without swearing. So that's fine. That's fine.
I apologize.
No. It was the puppet. It wasn't you. It was the puppet. I got you.
I apologize.
No worries, brother. I'll get it out in the back dub. It's just that I have to stay up later for that, and that means I got to find it, and I got to wipe it, and I got to cut it.
You're killing me.
Yeah. But that's okay. I got to pack anyway for my weekend, so I'm going to be up late anyway. So don't worry about it.
Gotcha. But no, I have a lot of. I don't want to say I have connections per se, but I do know I was involved in the build of the Raiders Stadium and the Raiders headquarters. So I've got all my credentials to get on the properties, and I still go there quite a bit if they need some inspection type of work or something like that. So and then the people that built it, it was built by McCarthy Mortensen Company, and so I deal with them still to this day, and so that's why I was asked to be a guest at that Allegiant Stadium for the draft, and I feel so lucky sometimes, that I do live here. A great example was the M Casino grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony of the Raiders Tavern at the M Casino. I was there during the ribbon cutting with Charles Woodson, Mark Bedane, who else was there? It was Zach Carty. So Raider Puppet was actually there during that entire ceremony because I live here and I get lucky sometimes, where I'm in the right time. Vegas is. It appears to look like a large city, but in reality, it's very small. It's a little bowl.
Right.
So a few people here, a few people there, and you get lucky, you get invited to some of these events, and And the puppet's loved by everybody, it seems like. And he's actually going to be at a local hospital next Wednesday for a event appreciating nurses, hospital workers, and CMS employees of our first responders. They called and they asked if the Raider puppets to come down and take a few pictures and videos with the nurses and the medical staff and first responders. So absolutely, I'm going to be there. You know, to do that for them. I'm not going to pay for that or anything. That's just the Raider puppet wants to get out and shake some hands and take some pictures, you know.
Right. Hey, do me a favor as well, because when I get out there during the season, I mean, obviously, I want to do things that, I mean, I'm going to be with the folks that want to, there will be events and whatnot. But if there are charity type of things like that, I would love to come out there and do that. I know that when I was with, gosh darn it, I'm brain farting his name, and it's definitely, you know, old age and whatnot. But I did that for the Ronald McDonald House in that's over there on that side of the bay in like the Stanford area. And my buddy asked, you know, for people to come out there, and I went out there, and it was unfortunate because there would have been so many good opportunities for the people that dressed to go out there, and I went out there because he was my buddy, and I enjoyed doing that, and because the kids loved it. The kids loved it, and I would be more than happy to do it again if there's things in Vegas I need to know about. By the way, Southside Raider Nation 808 is in the house over on Instagram. Thanks again. Aloha to you as well. Come into the show and be over here on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube for sure. But you get with me and let me know when there are things to do, and if I can, I will for sure.
I got you. Well, I appreciate that, and you know, I'm just trying to be involved as much as I can, and if they're willing to accept the Raider puppet in, that he'll be there. That's for sure. Now, obviously, having a daytime job, you know, restricts you a little bit, you know, so I can't be at every event throughout the country. Otherwise, I would.
Right.
But you know, it's not reality. And I'm trying. I mean, even the Raider Nation explosion, that's going to be a tough one for me to get up to. But I feel like I should get up there because, you know, my boss is so good. Mad Max. I know Homer's going to be up there. Like I said, I saw you're on the card, so that's something I want to be at. You know, and so I've got to figure my schedule out. I might, you know, schedule myself up there in northern Nevada and shoot a class or something. I'll figure it out somehow, some way. But I'll probably be out there for sure. Because, you know, I know it's late for you. I think are you based out there in Florida? Is that what,
Yeah. It's 10 minutes to 11. So, you know, you're probably going to be my last caller, and then I'm going to wrap it at like 2 hours. And normally I say that, and then I get another call or whatnot. But I try to keep them at 2.
I got that.
But no, it's great hearing from you. And Puppet, I got to ask now, do you and the Puppet have different opinions as to how well the Raider? Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give you 2 questions, one for you and one for Puppet. Okay.
Okay.
I want to know, and either one of you can answer these questions. I want to know how well the Raiders drafted. And then the second question is, and you can tell me who's answering each one, is do you want Aaron Rodgers out there in Nevada? Because I'll tell you my answer is no. And there's one of my other V gals. I love Vanessa Navarrete. Love my V gals. Thank you for being here. Hot Neil's in here as well. But I got asked, how well do you think the Raiders drafted, and do you want Aaron Rodgers on the team?
Okay, so I'm going to start with the Aaron Rodgers subject myself, and that is, I don't think it's a good idea. I think, you know, that I think you would be throwing. You would get rid of, I think, the cohesive commit that they're getting on the team or trying to. I think putting Aaron Rodgers would create issues. It would kind of keep upside down a little bit. Is Aaron Rodgers a great quarterback and quarterback? I mean, without a doubt, would he fit into an organization like this? Sure, he would. But right now, with Carr and Henry Odom and the team was established here with the front line, with the defensive add-ons and free agency add-ons, I say let's do it this year. Let's make it happen. I think that would create an issue. I really do. And then of course, then you're going to have the outsiders. Oh, Aaron Rodgers without Aaron Rodgers. And I don't want to hear that. There's so much negativity with the fans of other teams and even our own fans. It's crazy. So I don't like that idea. I'm against it 100%. Now, Raider Bucket said, if you recall, back in the 60s and 70s, there was a great guy named Kenny the Snake Stabler. And he came from a little old school back here called Alabama. And from what I've seen from the Raiders organization the last couple of years, they're trying to recreate that. By getting all these Alabama players on the team here. You know, you got Ruggs and Leather. And I mean, is that what they're going after? Are they trying to draft these old cats just to remind them of Kenny the Snake Stabler, one of the greatest quarterbacks in Oakland Raiders history? That's what I think. Do I think that you're a good job there in the draft? I think, listen, hey, this is a product out here. And I buy into the Raiders organization. I buy into the product they put on the field. I ain't paying the salary. I ain't doing none of that stuff. I'm sitting there just trying to be a fan and support my team every year. I don't make those decisions. And so I'm not going to bother myself like everybody gets so bothered by when they're in the draft and throughout the season. I don't have time for that. I'm old, okay? I may look young, look like a good-looking puppy, okay? But I'm not. I'm old. And that's my bottom line. I don't pay the salary. I don't make the decisions. I'm here to support. I'm here to watch. I'm here to buy the product. I'm here to buy the merchandise. I'm here to support everybody in the nation. That's what Raider Puppet's all about. It's the support of the team. There you go, Dad. Raider Puppet out.
Okay. Well, Puppet and Raider Puppet, because there's the two of y'all. I want to thank you for joining the show. And by the way, I'm going to have two most valuable commenters tonight. I'm going to have you in there, and then Matt Marinovich, because Matt was winning the field. So I'm going to have your two names for this show. And like I said, hopefully, as soon as I figure out what the prizes will be, I got to talk to the person that's sponsoring it. So I got to do that. So again, I'll have like a co-host because we'll do that. But I appreciate you being here. I'm glad that you called back into the Google phone, and we got you on the show. And again, I can't wait to see you. And again, hopefully it'll be at Raider Nation Explosion. It'll be a great time. And but be sure to take care. And again, like I said, when I head out to Vegas this year, and I'm going. Well, at least I'm planning to go to every game, and that's including the very first game. I'm not going inside the stadium. I'm selling those tickets. Why? Because it costs me an arm and a leg for that PSL, and if I can accrue a very large number for the first game there, and see, that's the other thing you got to remember. It's not the first game in Vegas. It's the first game with fans. So if it would have been last year and there were fans, I probably wouldn't have sold the first tickets. But to me, it's anticlimactic.
I hear what you're saying. I don't know. I feel a little different because we have to look at that beautiful building every single day. And I've been throughout the entire stadium. I can't wait to be in there to see a Raiders game. Because again, I have to look at it every single day. Okay, that's why I want to get in there with the Raiders. But I think it'll be just the most spectacular show on earth. It'll be the best. It'll be the best show on the Las Vegas top strip.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it will. But here's the thing: I'm going to the game. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be outside the stadium, and I will mix with the crowd. But when all is said and done, maybe I'll regret it. But when all is said and done, I know I'm going to have so many other opportunities to go to a game there. There's only one opportunity to say that you went to the inaugural game. I get it. And because of that, somebody is probably going to be spending way too much money for my tickets.
So let me end with a quick little story here. So you were talking. I heard a little bit earlier. You were talking hockey.
Yeah.
So as you know, the Golden Knights here were born and bred here in Las Vegas about 3-4 years ago. They went to the Stanley Cup their first year. Everybody in this town is a Golden Knights fan because of that, okay?
Yeah.
And what has happened because of this is the ticket prices to go to a Golden Knights game is incredible. For you to bring your kids, your wife, the family, to go see a nice, wonderful Golden Knights game, it's an arm and a leg. I've spoken to so many locals in the town where there's like, I just watch them on TV because every game is aired on television, first of all.
Right.
Okay. So their families kind of bring the kids, and I don't blame them. And so my fear with the Raider Stadium's future is exactly that it's going to be priced out to the average Raider fan. Are they doing that on purpose? Are they doing? I know there's an issue in this city of the traditional Raider Nation fan that they're all this, they're all that, they're all this, blah blah. And there's a big problem with that. And I've been trying to reassure everybody that I know that hey, these are great people, these are family people. So they wear these great outfits, they wear this great war paint, and they're just regular people. And they are, but I'm sure every fan base across America, there's an element of fans that may not be exactly what anybody wants. But that's just the way it is. That's your community. That's what's inside your community and outside your community. We all have the rich part of the community. We have the poor part. We have the middle class. In every single community, you have fans of all. My fear, personally, is that it's going to price out the regular fans to get into that stadium. And that's not a good thing, I don't think. It's kind of sad. I know a lot of friends that had PSLs up in Oakland. They had to get rid of them because they wanted way too much for the same seats, same tickets, and so on and so forth. So that I feel bad for them. However, I'm going to do my best, obviously, to not only be at the games. I'm actually trying to figure out a way, and I've talked to a few people with the Raiders organization about somehow, some way getting hired out by the Raiders organization at a Raiders stadium. So I'm working on that right now, as a matter of fact. But that's my fear. I just hope that everybody can enjoy it. I hope it doesn't go too expensive, but I just get the feeling it's going to go so corporate because the casino industry owns so much of those suites and so much of those seats. When the big dogs come in, the whales come into town, they have a ticket waiting for them for that game because that's what MGM does. That's what Caesars Entertainment does. That's what Fans does. They bought up all those seats. So, it is what it is. That's my comments on that. I hope that's me. I hope everybody can enjoy it with their friends and family, and then we'll go from there. But I'm going to try my best also to go to every single game.
Yeah, well, I do have my 2 tickets. I am a season ticket holder. I have my PSLs. And, I will be at every game I can be. Okay?
Right.
But that doesn't mean that if I can get in otherwise,
right.
If I can get in otherwise, of course I'm going to sell my 2 tickets if I can get in otherwise.
Right. I got you.
So,
I agree with you.
And again, and it's not that, and trust me, if I have my druthers, I'm going to sell my tickets to a Raiders fan because,
right.
But I don't have control, as much control over the first game, except if a Raider fan comes to me and says, I will take those tickets for X amount, and I'll say sold. And then I'll know that I'm selling it to a Raiders fan at X price because, again, I'm going to be at plenty of games, hopefully, and I will see all of them with my spirit. But you know what? Honestly, if I don't go to the first game, because there's a lot of other things going on. And by the way, I apologize. I want to welcome to the show Aiden Kizzy, who is a member of the Sneaky G podcast. Also want to say, Will Carley, I see you. I got Will Carley that's going to be backstage just for a little bit because I'm going to let him in and then I'm going to end the show. But again, to me, it'll be a great experience. But I'm thinking, you know what? I'll have plenty of those again. Let's put it this way. Me going to the last game in Oakland was more important to me going to the first game in Vegas. And again, that was more important to me, was going to the last game in Oakland. Because again, if they had fans last year, yeah, I would have definitely have been there for the first game. But it's really not the first game. It's the first game with fans, and that is the reason why there's a big differentiation for me.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, listen, Captain, you got somebody else going on. You got to get some rest. You got to get packing. I appreciate you taking my call. I'll reach out to. I'm going to try to get you my phone numbers. Through one of our little deals here. We'll figure it out. Or you got my number. That's my cell. You can always reach out to me on that, and we'll figure something out.
Yeah, I got you in my phone now. And by the way, you'll be getting a text from another number because I got you in my phone. And people call me via the Google line, but you'll get a text from me in my phone.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. And Shipmate, I appreciate you calling in again. You and Matt Marinovich are going to share the honors for the most valuable crewmate of the show tonight, and then we'll put you on the board. Like I said, I'll put everybody on the board for May, and we'll probably do either a pickers board or maybe the fans will pick who the most valuable person is for May. I'll figure it out. I'll put it out to the fans, and we'll do it that way.
Well, I appreciate it. No Raider Puppet out there. Appreciate it. That's for sure.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Can't wait to meet you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So have a good night. Be safe. Safe travels. And Captain Jackson, we'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure. Good hearing from you.
And Raider Puppet out.
Arr! That's the Raider Puppet and the Puppet Master. And we got Leah Dad 03 joining. I'm going to wave at them as well to Leah Dad. I'm gonna put Will on the show real quick because again I'm not. It's already 11 o'clock and I'm gonna try to get out of here. And Will, I'm putting you on only because I know how excited you are. I know how excited Will is. Anna is. Oh, I got to say goodnight to Anna. Good night, Anna Diaz. Thank you for being here, hon. I know Vanessa was in here. And so, again, I appreciate everybody being here. Will, we're going to make it quick, though. Mucho rapido, por favor. There you go. I got Will Carley coming aboard. How you doing there, Will?
Hi, Cap. Yes, what's up? For
Good
all my Rider Nation. Yarg!
Yarg. See, you got to love that enthusiasm.
Yes.
You got to love that enthusiasm.
Sorry, I'm too late. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, we had a show, and I know that you're busy over there, and I wanted to make sure that you were on the show. I know that you're going to be up late tonight because I know your mom is working on things. So, yeah, I know that, and then we'll hopefully we'll have your mom come aboard sometime for the Captain and Wenches show because that's when I want all my ladies to come out for the Captain and Wenches show. Will, you have a good night, and Raider Nation looks at you. That is the future of Raider Nation right there. It's Will in the Dominican Republic. Will, you have a good night. Good night.
Have a good night, Cap.
Dolce sueños.
Huh?
Dolce sueños.
Oh, for you, take her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gracias. All right, that's Will. Gotta love Will. And thank you for being here, Will. That's the show tonight. Again, I'm making Raider Puppet and Matt Marinovich are my most valuable crewmates. I went a little over, but I appreciate you being here. Remember, the Sunday show is on Monday because of Mother's Day. No Sunday show on Mother's Day. We'll do it on Monday. And join me. Lincoln Kennedy will be here for that. Thank you for being here. If you're on Instagram, just remember, when I'm on Instagram, go over to YouTube. I'm talking to my Instagrammers right here. Thank you for being here. Thank everybody for joining me. And it's definitely my dream it's my dream to see as many people as I can. So if I can't see you here, well, I want to see you at a Raider game, whether it's in Las Vegas or a Raider event. Like I said, I'm going to be out Raider Nation Explosion in July. I'm going to be in Austin for the softball game in Austin that is sponsored by Black Hole Chapter of Austin. That's Raider Homer. And I will go to everything else I can. I go to these events because I want to meet you, Raider Nation. Please come on in, though. And thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure. Good night to everybody here. And we'll see you, remember, Monday. We'll see you Monday for the show. Monday for the show. It'll be a blast. Make sure you're here for it. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.